What's up, guys, and welcome back to my Newcastle United career mode. We're into episode 17, and as you remember in the last episode, we're going to be going for a double header at home against Stoke City, and then it's going to be a match against Arsenal. Both of them are very close to us. Stoke City in 11th at the moment, and then we've got Arsenal in 8th. Both of those are, close to us with 3 points. So if we win both of those matches, we would move up in the positions that we need to be going into, heading towards those Euro qualifying spots, and that's exactly what we've got to be moving for. There was a draw in the last episode against Crystal Palace, which was 1-1. They did really well, but we've got to move forward. We're at home now. We should be able to pick up a win here. Hopefully we can do well. One of the changes I have made is that I've had to bring in Bruno Manga, who previously complained in the last episode that he wasn't getting enough game time, which is fair enough. I understand that. Obviously, I&JGaming and Colaccini have both been in form so far. They've done quite well, but I've had to drop I&JGaming, keep Colaccini as captain, and then Bruno Manga has been brought into the side. Hopefully he'll justify his selection in this match and in future matches. But the other problem we've had is that Carl Darlow, a player that we brought in from Nottingham Forest as our sort of backup goalkeeper, he's not getting enough game time either. With him only being 68 rated, a bit of a problem, because obviously I'm not quite sure what to do that, but he is loan listed at the moment, so hopefully if he goes out on loan in the January transfer window, we won't have that problem, and as he starts to improve, we'll hopefully be able to benefit from his experience going out on loan there. But Stoke City, early on, doing well so far. They just managed to break it out of our defence there. Fires off a shot, and Tim Krul, who's in incredible form so far, just managed to beat that one away for a corner. And they do really well, lashed onto the header there, but it goes wide of the far post there. And it's in the snow, so it's going to make it difficult for us to play our usual game. But hopefully we do well. The ball's going to roll a little bit more. It's going to slow down quite a bit when it's going in those kind of situations. So we're going to be careful of that. But that's just sort of the situation we're in. And that's a really good opportunity there. Tim Krul throws it to a Stoke City player. Stoke City move the ball forward, to do really well with that, and then they just don't quite manage to get the shot on target there. But that's a bit of a disappointment there. Riviere holding on the ball. There's Ben Arthur. Ben Arthur going to try and run this one down the wing. Doesn't quite have the pace to do it. Doesn't quite have that strength to hold off the defender there. Here's De Jong on the ball again. De Jong managed to grab that one, but Riviere loses out. We're going to try and put the pressure on them as we have done in previous games. Make sure that we're trying to make things happen. Sheikh Tiote trying to muscle them off the ball. Colaccini just slips past the defender there, but Manga justifying his selection there, making a good last ditch challenge. De Jong on the ball again, but just quite loses that one there. Johan Gouffran fighting with Jonathan Walters for control of the ball. Gouffran wins the battle, plays to Tiote. Tiote to Ben Arthur. Not any two players forward. Riviere now on the ball. Just being muscled off that there. Feel it was possibly a foul in the build-up. He did seem like he was tugged at, but obviously with him having the ball, that's going to be an advantage. We knock him off the play. That's a free kick to them. Sheikh Tiote, I think, just knock him off the ball with his shoulder there, tripped him over, and obviously they go for that one. Looks at Arnautovic, possibly a 9-up for a shot there. Colaccini does really well there, holds off the cross, and we've got an opportunity for a counter-attack. There's Team De Jong. De Jong now trying to play that up forward to Lacazette. Doesn't quite manage it because he doesn't have the pace, and it's a little bit too strong. But early positive signs there. We are at home. It is in the snow, so it's going to make it really difficult. If we can get a 1-0 result here, that'd be a huge boost going in the Arsenal game. We have beaten Arsenal previously. We beat them 2-1 in the Capital One Cup. Late goal from Vernon isn't playing today. Could very well play a part in the Arsenal match, simply because he is such a big player for us in what he did for that result there. Seems Young tried to get that ball there, but looks as though he slipped over. Playing in the snow. It's the first time I've played in the snow in this career mode. It's definitely a considerable change there, but we've just got to adjust and adapt our game. Downey Anmath does really well there. There's Riviere holding on the ball. Defenders doing really well. Stoke City, known as a physical team in terms of their defending. They're going to try and latch on the ball. They're going to try and knock us off the ball, which they're going to be able to do, especially with the likes of Manuel Riviere. Not players who are notable for their strength. They're more fast and pacey more than strong and physical. You know, in a game like this against Stoke City, that's possibly going to be a mark against us, and it's going to be a real plus for Stoke City. But we're going to try as best we can there. Colaccini does really well to get ahead on that one there, but doesn't knock it far enough. I think it's Stephen Ireland who's just shimmying around our defenders at the moment, trying to make something happen, but Colaccini again does really well. Plays to Lacazette. Lacazette now on the ball. Here's Riviere. Riviere again trying to get past the defender, but the defender's just equal to his pace and just knocks him off the ball. Managed to take control of that. Cheikh Tiote trying to do the same thing. Doesn't quite work out, but Daryl Janmaat knocked it out for a throw in there, does really well. There's Ben Arthur again, tracking back, doing exactly what he's been asked to do in previous games, tracking back, sort of covering the Daryl Janmaat, which he's done really well so far. That's a really good block there, and again it just falls to a Stoke City player, and Bruno Quelmangia makes a really good block there, knocking it out for a corner, and we haven't conceded yet, which is obviously a really good plus. We conceded early in previous games. At least now, you know, we've possibly got a chance to keep a clean sheet, which is something that would do a real boost to Tim Krul's confidence. He hasn't kept many clean sheets in this season, so you know him keeping a clean sheet in this match would be really good. A clean sheet altogether would be good, even if it does result in a 0-0 draw. It'd be pretty boring, but you know it's not something I'm aiming for. I'm not aiming to go for the draw. I'm aiming to go for the win. But you know, the draws just as good, especially in these conditions. They're not great conditions to be playing football in. The ball moves a lot slower. It makes it a lot more difficult to create and seize opportunities. Lacazette doing really well there. Lacazette plays it through ball to Riviere to De Jong. De Jong just smashes that ball, does really well there. I think that's going to be a goal kick. We tried to make something happen, it didn't quite work out. Actually a corner. Johan Gudrun doing well so far from corners. Can he make something happen again? Colaccini managed to get onto that one. Doesn't get anything happening there. Tiote holding on to the ball. Lacazette going to smash that one in. It's blocked. Santon managed to get that ball. Plays it over to Tiote. Tiote now with the ball. Ben Arthur holding on. Janmaat making a move down the right. Tries to make something happen, but it's just knocked out for a throw-in. That's obviously a plus to us. We can now regroup. Possibly make something happen here from this. Here's Ben Arthur again on the ball. Daryl Janmaat. Daryl Janmaat again, having to force it out for a throw-in, not creating too many opportunities from this kind of position. Here's Tiote now doing really well in terms of holding up the ball there. Spots De Jong. De Jong turns, goes for the goal. Oh, and that's a great goal. Seen De Jong there, absolutely fantastic. Brilliant bit of play from Ben Arthur, but I think it was De Jong's just turn around the defender. He does really well there. Spot that. There's Tiote playing the ball. Ben Arthur spots him. He just shifts it across the face of the defender. Takes a shot. That's fantastic. That's 1-0 Newcastle. You know, we've not lost in 3 games so far. It's been you know, a draw against Crystal Palace, a win against Swansea City. If we could make this 3 in a row where we haven't lost, that'll be a real boost to us. You know, we'll have confidence. It's half time. I think we've created opportunities. We've done really well. I think the snow has definitely slowed down our play. It's suited Stoke's kind of game because they're more physical, and it means that when we get onto the ball and the ball's slowed down, it gives them that opportunity. But we can't use the weather as an excuse. We've just got to, you know, focus. We're 1-0 up at half time. You know Stoke are going to come at us. You know every team will. But you know, as long as we can make something happen, then we're going to be in a good position. And Riviere, they're doing really well holding up the ball. Johan Gudrun just skips it past the challenge defender, tries to play to Lacazette. Lacazette just a little bit too far forward there, but managed to get the ball back. Again, there's Lacazette again holding on the ball. Spots 2 players making a run, tries to play to Tiote, who's making the closer run, but doesn't quite manage it there. But Quelmangia managed to get the ball back, plays it to Lacazette, and Lacazette just losing out back on that challenge there. As you can see here, they're doing really well there. Played the ball to a player called Dennis, not one I've heard of, probably brought in during the summer transfer window. There's Lacazette. Riviere playing it to Lacazette again. Lacazette in loads of space, goes for the shot. Oh, that's a brilliant parry there. I think that was a free kick to us. It was. I'm not sure who's going to take this one there. Let's take a look, see who we've got there. Nobody really notable for their free kick accuracy. Going to go for Ben Arthur. That's just who I'm going to go for. Going to try and whip this one in, go for a little bit of dip. Hits the wall. There's Lacazette on the ball again. Lacazette to Ben Arthur. Ben Arthur going for the early shot. It hits a defender. And that means they can get it away. And Tim Krul just knocks that one away because we were trying to regroup after the free kick. It was important that we did that. And now Colaccini doing really well in an advanced position, but managed to get the ball. And Riviere again just being knocked off the ball. I think it's possible that we might need to bring on a player like Ferrier. He's definitely a little bit stronger than Riviere. If we can get another goal, that would be fantastic. But Tiote doing really well to hold on that ball, not known for his skills. Going to go and cross that one in. Nobody there. Lacazette there. De Jong, nobody there again. Tries to head it forward, doesn't quite manage it there. Riviere now on the ball, plays to De Jong. De Jong again, not really seeing any opportunities. Riviere on the ball. Here's Davide Santon. Santon now on the ball. Going to cross that one in again. Gouffran. Oh, that's just wide there. I think I'm going to make a couple of changes. I know that in the previous match they were quite tired, so Riviere is going to come off. And I'm going to have Ferrier come on. I'm going to bring on Vernonita. Actually, I'm going to bring on Musa Sissoko. I'm going to have Ben Arthur taken off. I know he provides the assist, but I think we need a little bit of physicality in the sort of the midfield, which we don't have at the moment. Sissoko will do really well there. Which is absolutely fantastic.
Want to make a change, you'll see the new players getting ready. De Jong.
And they're doing really well there. There's Lacazette on the ball again. Lacazette trying to play the through ball there to De Jong, doesn't quite manage it there. De Jong been really impressive in the last two matches. He's done really well so far. You know, after coming in for criticism for not doing too much, not unlike Johan Gouffran, he's now gone on to do, you know, quite a lot in terms of his vision, his passing ability, and I think Johan Gouffran and De Jong have teamed up quite well. Ferrier doing really well, coming into the game late on, just making sure that we hold on the result there. There's Lacazette just in position to take a shot. They tries to swing the ball to get into that shooting position, but doesn't quite manage it. Colaccini plays the ball to a Stoke City player, but managed to get the ball back there, does really well. And Tiote again providing that sort of that link there. And there's De Jong again making a lovely run. The ball was just a little bit sort of off centre, but he's done really well there. Absolutely fantastic. And Lacazette not scored too many goals so far, but you know that's not something you're desperate for. Especially when he's playing as well as he is. He's created opportunities, made things happen. You know that's what you want from a player like him. And that's an absolutely lovely ball to through ball. When you talk about Lacazette, you know, not scoring too many, but when he does things like that, you know, just creating space and just moving past the defence, he does really well at that. We've got about 15 minutes to go in this match. As I said, you know, a 1-0 victory, you know, is just as good as 3, 4, 5 past the opposition. And when you're playing in the snow, you always know it's going to be tough. You just accept that because it's a difficult kind of game. They're getting a sort of a really good opportunity there. We just have to knock it out from corner there. Santon and Colaccini again get a little bit sort of tangled up in terms of who's going to get that ball. We've got John Guidetti coming on for Mark Wilson, I think. You know, a player who I think is on loan from Manchester City. And that's a really good shot there. Thunders off the crossbar there, does really well. But you know, we managed to get that ball. We've now got a counter-attacking opportunity. Ferrier on the ball, doesn't quite have the pace. Muscled off the ball by the Stoke City defence, and that gives them an opportunity to go forward again. Johan Gouffran doing really well in terms of attacking back, but looking very tired. You know, with 10 minutes to go, you hope he can hold out without picking up an injury. That's what you really want, and we've got to make sure we don't concede. Stephen Ireland doing really well. Stephen Ireland again just knocking the ball off there. And that's a really good goal there. Peter Crouch, just taller than everybody else. Stephen Ireland thunders it against the post. At 1-1 with 8 minutes to go. We haven't created too many chances. Do I see us creating another one in the last 8 minutes? Being brutally honest, probably not. We've just got to try and make the most of it. And again, we try and make something happen there. Lacazette, not quite pacey enough. He's running out of energy. He's quite tired. There's been a lot of games in December, as there always is, coming into the January transfer window. It's almost like they're trying to make up the games there. And we got another match in a few days against Arsenal, but Janmaat does really well there. Just managed to pick up that ball there. Now there's De Jong. De Jong not quite playing the perfect pass. A little bit slow. Managed to give Stoke the opportunity to get back on that one. Now we've got to make sure we don't concede. And there, Peter Crouch again, but I think it's offside. It is. Yeah. Yeah, he's made the run too fast there, you know. Trying to make something happen, that hasn't quite worked out. We've got about 2 minutes plus added time to make something happen. There's Lacazette again on the ball. Here's De Jong. John plays to Sissoko. Sissoko to Janmaat. Here's Ferrier. Ferrier plays it to Gouffran. Trying to make something happen. Again, the defence does really well. I just managed to knock that one past, and that's it. It's a 1-1. I think it's a good result in those conditions against a physical team. A 1-1 result is good. Seen De Jong doing really well. We've dropped in terms of possession from the previous games, but we're now unbeaten in 3 games, 2 draws and 1 win. That's a plus for us. You know, we're still in touching distance of Arsenal there. Not quite perfect. Obviously, we're still going to have to beat them, which is obviously going to be a huge sort of thing for us. And then we've got a game literally as the January transfer window opens against, I think it was West Bromwich Albion. I think, not 100% about that, but we'll go into this match against Arsenal. Arsenal playing their away trips, us now at home. Going to stick with the same lineup as before. I know that the players are going to be a little bit tired, but you know, at the end of the day, we've just got to go with a team that served us well so far, and this is a team that you know has benefited us so far. We've been unbeaten in 3 games, so I'm not going to change the team up too much. Unless we start to lose games and lose games badly, I'm not going to make too many changes. At least the conditions are better than what they were a few days ago. It's nice and sunny. We can go back to our traditional, running and passing game. We're not going to have too many problems there. But Arsenal, very, very good team. You know, they've got the likes of Mesut Ozil, Alexis Sanchez. You know, but they're not doing too well in terms of the league. They're usually up there 4th, 5th, sort of sitting down in 8th at the moment. And very early on, Nicolas Bentner was lashing onto a cross from Nacho Monreal and whacks that past the goalkeeper. And that means for the whole of the game now we're going to be chasing result, which is not what we want there. Daryl Janmaat is going to be instrumental again. Manuel Riviere trying to make something happen, doesn't quite manage it there. You've got Bakary Sagna on the ball. Johan Gouffran does really well, plays it over to De Jong. De Jong now running down the left hand side, tries to play the ball, doesn't quite manage it. And Santon now picking up the ball. There's a pass from Tiote to Gouffran, just going astray there. There's Gouffran again. There's Ben Arfa there. Ben Arfa got the pace to beat them. And again, we're trying to put the balls into to try and make something happen from a header. Doesn't quite manage it there, but Siem de Jong managed to get onto that one. We're doing well so far. There's Ben Arfa again. Ben Arfa just losing out there, trying to make something happen again, but it doesn't work. Johan Gouffran playing more centrally with Siem de Jong playing on the left. It's like they switch positions for a moment there, but hopefully they'll go back into position. We've got Aaron Ramsey chasing the ball with Aquel Manga, but Aquel Manga managed to get the ball there, does really well. Here's Ben Arfa on the ball again. Riviere. Gouffran to Lacazette. Tries to make something happen again. I think he was trying to play the through ball to Johan Gouffran, who was making the run, but didn't quite manage it there. Nicolas Bentner on the ball again. Player who's normally frozen out in Arsenal, but for some reason playing in this match today. possibly resting players, but they've still got the likes of Ramsey, Sanya, Nacho Monreal playing. You know, players who still feature regularly in the first team, so that's obviously a consideration there. But you know, hopefully we can get a win. You know, obviously we've already gone 1-0 down. We can pick up a 2-1 win if we put our minds to it. We can get a decent result. You know, we've got the likes of Ben Arthur, we've got the likes of Lacazette, Riviere, all attacking-minded players, all who are going to try and create something and try and make something happen. And there's Riviere, just with a lovely turn of the defender there. Tiote misplacing his passes, not done too great in this match so far, but absolutely fantastic play there. And there's Lacazette, plays it to Tiote. Tiote trying to make something happen again, moving forward, but doesn't have the ability to control the ball and just loses out as the defender gets a touch. But Colaccini now trying to make something happen, pushing past the ball, but he's left out of position. Darren Janmaat again covering the ball there. And after tracking the ball, De Jong, we're just unable to get the ball at the moment. They're passing it around, doing really well, just skipping past challenges. There's Johan Gouffran, finally getting the ball but then losing it again. Santi Cazorla on the wing. And there's Nicolas Venter again, but we managed to win the ball that time. And there's Lacazette. Again, just shoved off the ball and not really able to create anything. Raquel Manga trying to get the ball there, doesn't quite manage it. Skips past the challenge of that. That's a fantastic effort there. Tim Krul equal to that one though. And again, whenever we've got the ball up front, the defence has done really well. Just skipped off the ball, just knocked it off, and then they move into the attack. We haven't created too much so far, which is a bit of a shame. I've got to say that Arsenal playing some of their best football so far. They've moved the ball about around well. They've passed the ball. They've created chances. And again, there's another example of that. Again, but there, Jack Wilshere there, he latches onto some mistake. I think it's from Colaccini, who just kicked the ball out. We go 2-0 down because Tim Krul was out of position after making the save. Nobody was on the line to block that one, and that's us 2-0 down. That's a huge blow. You know, we've been aiming for EuroLeague spots. This was a game we had to win to be in with the challenge there, but we haven't quite managed it. And there's Chesney there making the save there from the cross. We've got to at least get a goal in this half to be in with a chance, really. You know, and I can't see it happening. We haven't really created anything of note. And they've just passed the ball around so well. And Colaccini not having a great game. He's been responsible for a couple of mistakes. And again there, he's just giving the ball away very cheaply. Trying to make things, you know, not doing the simple things. You know, when your defence isn't doing the simple things, you know that you're going to have a bad game. And again, Johan Gouffran, he gets the ball and then just leaves the ball behind. You know, wins the ball, is knocked off the ball, then just leaves it behind. That gives Arsenal an opportunity. And again, just from across, Nicolas Venter, it feels like another Chelsea game. And that's a huge blow. When we've gone 3 games unbeaten and then to be 3-0 down at half time is a huge blow, absolutely huge to our chances. There's Lacazette there, Lacazette on the ball, and just managed to get one. I said we needed to get another goal, we have. Riviere and Lacazette building up really well there. I can't see this being another 4-4 kind of game. If we can get another goal or so, we're in with a shout, but you know, at the moment it's just a case of, you know, more respectability than anything else. We cannot, you know, be seen to lose as badly as we have done previously. Janmaat making a lovely run down that right hand side. Janmaat just skips past the challenge there, knocks the ball in, just tries to do something a little bit too fancy there, loses the ball. Lacazette wins the ball back. Janmaat on the ball now. Janmaat just loses out the ball. A lot of defenders, you know, back, a lot of bodies back for Arsenal, but they're now on the attack. They've got a great opportunity to get forward. You suspect they'll probably play for time here. You know, come up to half time. Nacho Monreal being a real threat so far in terms of what they've created. On the left hand side we've struggled. And there again, and Nacho Monreal, the player we've just been talking about, managed to make it 4-1. And our defence has been absolutely shocking today. Absolutely shocking. When we've had in previous games where we've done quite well, yes, we've still conceded. Yes, we've still, you know, not left clean sheets, but even with that in mind, we still have done well. You know, Tim Krul is in good form, but in this match he's been absolutely shocking. The whole defence has, you know, from left to right, the whole back four has been bad. You know, we need to not concede in this half and score 3 goals. And anybody who's watching this would think there's just no way that's going to happen. And I agree. I don't think it's going to happen either. I think we've just been absolutely shocking. And I think the players know they've been shocking as well, because they just, you know, they don't look interested in winning the game. Half of them are switched off. The defence is switched off. Every time they've got the ball, they look like scoring. That's a huge problem there. And there you go. Siem de Jong and Emmanuel Riviere just not really communicating at all. Lacazette, probably the only player who's really bothered about the result, trying to make things happen, gets onto the ball again. Again, just skipping around defenders, goes for the shot, manages to get one off, but it's blocked by the defender, and then they, again, able to take away from that, and they're just skipping round us at the moment, you know, just skipping round us. You just see the talent they've got on show here, you know, the likes of Aaron Ramsey, Jack Wilshere, Santi Cazorla, Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, players who, you know, are a million miles ahead in their development in comparison with us. And, you know, so far all of their results have come from sort of crosses from the wing, you know, so you think that the fullbacks are to blame really. They haven't done enough in terms of their defensive abilities. They haven't stopped the crosses from coming in, and, you know, Colaccini, Aquelmanga, they're not the tallest players. They're not going to win every single header. And again, you know, talking about coming in from the wing, that's exactly what they've done here. And we really need to get this ball out. We really need to create chances, and that's just not what we're doing at the moment. We just throw it upfield, trying to make something happen. Riviere latched onto a mistake, and then you just look at that and you just get the feeling that this is just going to be Arsenal's game all the way. You just don't get the feeling we're going to get any look at it. Riviere makes a challenge. He's challenged again. The ball goes loose, and then somehow Nacho Manuel still manages to get up and get the ball before Riviere, who's standing up, manages to get the ball. And that's just absolutely crazy. And I don't know whether it's because we've had so many games in December, but we're just looking lethargic at the moment. And there's Ben Arfa making a lovely shot, and he fires that one in first time, and that could have been it. That could have been it, and it was a really good shot. You know, it was a lovely ball, but I think he should have taken the touch first. You know, as I say, it feels like Arsenal's game. You know, you look at this match, you look at how they're playing, and you look at how we're playing, and it's definitely Arsenal's game. Just no doubt about it. They've dominated every single area of the pitch so far. There's not a single bit of the match so far that I think we've actually done better. We've created more. We've done this better. And that's a huge shame there. And I don't know what was going on there. That's a bit of a strange one there. Theo Walcott coming on for Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain, player who's notorious for his pace. Jorgen Guzman got a little bit of pace himself as well. Trying to make something happen there. Doesn't quite work. Ben Arfa managed to get that ball. Lacazette, probably the only player who's been equal to the talent of Arsenal so far. Ben Arfa on the ball again. Ben Arfa going for the shot. Oh, and that's a fantastic goal. Ben Arfa just trying to make something happen. As I say, a player who's got the quality. He's made it 4-2. We've got 20 minutes to score 2 goals. Can we do it? I don't know, but I'm going to go for it now. As far as I'm concerned, you know, I've got nothing to lose. We've got nothing to lose. This is just a game where anything can happen. I'm going to go for the win. Arsenal are going to try and probably shut up shop. As far as I'm concerned, I'm not shutting up shop. I'm going for it. Of the visiting team is a bit worried. Here we go again. Riviere trying to get onto the ball, trying to make something happen. Latches onto the mistake there. From the fans and in the papers, and he'll need to see a change of fortune quickly. He got there just in time. Again, Arsenal doing really well in the defence there, doing very, very well. Tiote managing to knock it back to Janmaat. Janmaat to Riviere. That's a lovely side challenge there from Santi Cazorla. Managed to win the ball back for Arsenal. Arsenal play a lovely ball to Santi Cazorla, who's been really, really dominant for them so far. fantastic player, but Nicholas Bentner, who's done really well, which is really surprising because, you know, he's not a player who features regularly for Arsenal, but, you know, on this performance you would wonder why, but Johan Gouffran making a lovely run down the left-hand side. Not really got much energy left. Going to have to whip that one in. Managed to win as a corner, which is fantastic. We've now got an opportunity in the corner. Mesut Ozil coming on for Aaron Ramsey. I'm not going to be making any changes. We're just going to go for it. And it's just cleared off the line there. There's Ben Arthur, Aquel Manga. Riviere trying to go for the shot, but it's blocked just before he manages to take the shot. Really good effort there.
Good movement to get to it.
That's a really bad ball there. You know, we had control of the ball, managed to try and make something happen, but it doesn't quite work out. Aquel Manga trying to win the ball back. Doesn't quite work out, and now they're free on the left-hand side. You get the feel they're going to whip it in. Aquel Manga managed to get back. We've got one last attempt, really. Lacazette now on the ball. And again, Lacazette just sprinting forward and then losing control of the ball, and it gives Arsenal a chance to go at us again. And here we go, we've got an opportunity. Here's Lacazette on the ball, trying to shrug off the challenger's defender. Doesn't quite work out. That's a huge shame there, really disappointing. And there, they're just shuffling past our defenders, done really well so far. And that really should have been 5-2. You suspect it probably should have been, but, you know, they've made a mistake there. But Arsenal, the better team at the end of the day, they've done really well. We've managed to get a couple of good goals, but certainly nothing like the class and the level of Arsenal. You know, they got us 3-0 down within 40 minutes. They managed to put us 4-1 up. You know, it's sort of within 50 minutes. Huge shame there, but and I don't know what was going on there. Tim Krul went out for it. Just managed to punch the ball away, but Nicholas Bentner got his head on it before anything happened there, and it was sort of a bit of rough and tumble there. We got sort of one final opportunity to try and make the score respectable. Don't think it's going to happen. No, that's it. It's Arsenal 4, Newcastle 2. They've done really well. At the end of the day, they've done well. Alexandre Lacazette getting the man of the match, which is surprising, but you know, that's the way the game goes, really. I don't know where we're going to sit at the table. Probably still around 10th. We're at 11th at the moment. We've got Swansea and Fulham, who are 2 points behind us, and then we've got Liverpool, who are a good 7 points ahead of us there. That's where we're going to end for today, and then I'm going to see you in the next episode where we'll be taking on West Bromwich Albion and Manchester City, and then we'll take a look and we'll see how we can get through in the next transfer window. Thank you very much.
In your life, have you ever witnessed anything quite like that?
Well, we're saying, you know, what a season, what a day, what a game.
Don't forget to click subscribe for all the latest videos.